What up, though, everybody? We going live in his place tonight. This is the Quarantine with Roz and Dre, and we going live on WJZZ Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. And tonight, of course, we got us another person in here. Miss Henrietta Ivy is live with us tonight. But we gonna get into it. You know what it is, man. It's another crazy day in the state of Michigan in the U.S., but this is what we got when we got Donald Trump as president.
This is what
Outgoing president.
Outgoing.
Exiting.
So let me drop a couple of stats on y'all. We had 9,799 cases today or something like that.
Today.
And that's today. Not in a week. That's today.
Today.
COVID
exploding everywhere. You got another case today of it being in a nursing home out in Westland. And that happens to be one of those nursing homes that did a whole protest and they never settled with them. Well, I think it's called Four Seasons or something like that. Yeah. So there we go. Georgia better be on your mind. If it's not,
Period.
I don't know what's on your mind.
Period.
I hope it ain't just Gucci and Jeezy, but I mean they from Atlanta also. So I mean, if Georgia ain't on your mind, damn it, it better be on your mind. I mean, how they gonna push it, man? They just had verses last night. Chill out on my dudes, man.
They better be pushing that vote.
I mean,
Push the vote. Yes.
I don't know if we pushing vote or if we pushing something else, but anyway, coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat.
Is Donald Trump trying to run a coup d'etat? It ain't no try, he is.
Oh, what's a coup d'etat?
Yeah.
Please
Take
define
over.
that, sir.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go
Break it
there.
down,
If they, guess what? A lot of y'all older than me, so if y'all don't know Latin, tonight is the night you gonna Google.
There you
Gonna
go.
Google it.
Educate
There you
us,
go.
because a lot of people don't know that.
I'm
That's
not.
true.
I don't feel like that. You better look up what you need to know.
Look it
Trump.
up,
Vaccines, they coming.
y'all. They coming.
The problem is one of them got to be frozen the damn past infinity, and we waiting on another one. But I guess they coming soon. But it is what it
When did they
is.
say they supposed to be coming?
From what I'm understanding now, December, end of December, something like that. But that's
Wow,
the one
that's
that's got to be
fast.
frozen to hell. So I mean,
Wow.
I can't say frozen to hell because hell is hot. That ain't gonna work. But you got lawmakers going not to make a deal, but they going to see what these votes talking about. But we gonna get into that later on.
We got lawmakers not going to make a deal. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we talking about lame duck?
No, you gonna find out.
Okay.
You gonna walk
You
into it.
elaborate on that
Oh
later.
yeah,
Okay.
we definitely gonna
That's
walk
fine.
into
Make
that.
sure we
Okay.
So, a 19-year-old has been arrested and a 22-year-old is still on the hunt in the murder of that 7-year-old little girl. And it's a damn shame that these guys are getting younger and younger and dumber. And it's like, dog, if you mad, I know a couple of football teams will need some people for you to get some stress out.
Absolutely.
It's a couple of boxing teams or whatever it is. We can get it together, homie.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be out there tripping the way y'all tripping.
So what happened?
Man.
What happened to cause the 7-year-old to lose her life?
Shit, I ain't do it. I don't know what
I mean,
caused
what
them
was
to
the
do.
news story? What was the news story?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, when that 7-year-old got shot over on the east side, and a couple of days later, she died on the east side.
Well, you know, I'm
That's
gonna be
St.
honest. I
John's.
have come off
Yeah.
of news circulations just.
Oh,
because
I
I'm
get it.
trying to
I
let
get
my
it. A lot of
brain
people have.
relax, you know.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
have
people
probably,
have.
I missed that one.
Well, that was the one to miss because I was a little pissed off about
Yeah.
it.
And I think at this rate, like she's saying, to turn the news off because we're having almost like 2 to 3 child deaths.
It seems to be that's a thing now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it should not be.
It shouldn't
It
be.
should not be.
But what do we see? That's gonna take us off the path. But yeah.
But
anyway.
yeah, you gotta address the crime.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
You wanna hit
Yeah.
babies. I mean, come on.
That's
now.
true. We
but
gotta figure
why
out
does
what's
it
going
have?
on.
Anytime we doing it to ourselves, that's a problem to me. You know,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. I did my stupid stuff. You'll never know what I did because it ain't for you to know.
Come on.
All right.
But I've done my stupidity, and at the end of the day, I've grown to the point of guess what? I have children, and there is a future for everybody.
Absolutely.
And
Right there.
the quicker we dispose of our own, the easier it is for somebody else to say, well, shit, y'all don't want to be around anyway. What we need to care about you for? But anyway, I knew that was going to take us down another path, and I told y'all not to. In the debacle of the Wayne County Board of Canvassers, there was a judge that won by the last name of Hathaway, but ended up losing in the grand scheme of things to Judge, is it Judge Elect? Is that what you call it, Judge Elect?
Okay.
Judge Elect Chandra Baker.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So she won by 300 something, I think.
Oh,
but
wow.
in the
Nice.
beginning, she lost by six something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean, hey,
I voted for her.
I did too.
I'm sure you
I
did.
did.
But you know what?
Hallelujah.
In the grand scheme of things, I'm about to shut up now. What time is it? Oh, it is the Roz spot. So, baby girl, it's on you, baby. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Detroit and Michigan. It's the Roz Report, and your girl want to report. Just in case for those that did not know, I was the state manager for the National Urban League. We was a team of 3 of us to activate our black voter at a higher capacity and get them engaged at the voting polls. We were successful out of 17 affiliates, and so we were chose to go to Georgia. All right, yes. To activate more voters. So I just wanted to be very transparent, though, that before, like I say, being engaged at different levels of my organizing skill, my innate skill set is to just see where support needs to be done, right?
Right.
I think that's where a lot of people really don't understand, like, what does Roslyn do? Wherever you need help. But I have just been blessed to be equipped and to have skill sets at a high level of capacity. And so what we realize right now in the whole pandemic, a lot of people do not want to get out and engage and interact with the community. And yeah, because we're in a whole world pandemic, right? But by coming fresh off the campaign trail, for everyone that is listening, we're not aware that I did run for state representative for 9th House District. I was successful and actually ran and won election.
She won.
Ran
We should have been a recount here.
We're gonna talk about that later. Election day for Detroit and Dearborn.
No.
We're
Go ahead,
gonna transition into it. See, I just wanted to say it enough times so people that walk in the room came back and really heard me, right? But identifying how can you run a successful and impactful race without touching the voter and the residents, especially when you realize you have a district with 69,000 voters.
Right.
And the elections before, there only 8,800 people came out to vote. Right. So you look at that numbers, especially as an organizer, like what? Are we not reaching these voters? Are we not getting them engaged? Or just do they not care?
Right.
So I can only do so many phone banking calls till I realized I had to go out and touch the voters. So me and my team went out, and the main thing we said, we're gonna not run to the curb, right? Hey, how you doing? But engage that voter. Are you registered? Are you ready to vote, or do you have a voting plan? And so we're just going to get down on the ground tomorrow, see what they need, whatever organizations. Of course, we already have affiliate partnerships with the National Urban League, touching down, of course, with our CEOs in Atlanta. Hey, and so seeing what do they need, but in that hot Detroit style canvassing to let them know, if you don't really engage the community and let them know that you care, your voice matter in this process, we can do only so many texts. We can do only so many calls and like, hey, how you doing? Because some of these people think they robocalls. How many grandma was like, this is not a real person. I'm not answering that, right? They get the scam hook up. Who is that? Lightly scams. Turn that crap off, right? And so what we want to do for this national support is get people out for this Senate runoff race. For those that are not aware, because in Michigan we have our Senate races every 2 to 4 years, right?
Right.
So within that process, we just had Peters. So in another election cycle, then we'll go to Debbie Stabenow. But in Atlanta, Georgia, guys, they have what we realized, of course, the August, the November, but then they run off and start all over again for December and January. December 1st they have elections, and then January 5th they have elections again. And the crazy part is, for this second roundabout after January, they have to re-register all their voters for the whole state. And so this is why they need the support.
Wow.
You have to re-register everyone for these
Why do you
runoffs.
have to re-register somebody for a runoff?
Right.
So you're asking me something at the level of policy because of state that I don't live in?
Okay.
I was curious. Yeah.
So
we gonna drop
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna go straight there.
It.
But the reality is, this is why we need to show up. So I will be building a phone banking team that just want to show up. I do have a lot of legislative state supporters and state representatives and senators that have already reached out to say, how can I join? What can we do to get a video? What can we do to do some phone banking and just have Zoom calls to say, Michigan is showing up to be able to touch voters and support for help. But I want to say it clear as we make the transition that the work at this capacity is support, teamwork. When we look at sometimes a lot of these grassroots organizations, they feel like it's a solidary work and it's always my work. But if we come at this united, one mindset, focus, how intentional the touch is for these voters, and really understand that we can't do this without you. We really can't. And so I say this once again, this election season is really important because we want to maintain integrity towards this process, right? By getting our voices heard. But then also bring that support and go ahead and flip this state, y'all, because we got to get control of the Senate. That's what it's all about. For those that are not civically and politically engaged, what does this mean? Because we can do all these policies, right? And do all these organizing efforts, but if we don't have right representation that has the correct self-interest with us in line, when we go to put these bills and these policies, they're not going to move them. But we need people that's going to say, you need access to affordable water and affordable housing. You need access to the care money to transition into this another pandemic. So why are we not getting another stimulus? This is what this is about, to make sure that we have individuals that's going to fight and make sure we survive through the COVID-19. So I thank you for the opportunity for the Roslyn Report. Let me know. I will make sure we put in the link for those that like to join the Roslyn GA team with the National Urban League. So just to know, that's the team that is sending me out. But I'm coming with all Michigan with me. So thank you.
Okay.
When will you be leaving out, Roz?
I'll leave out tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but they're bringing me back for Wednesday for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Hallelujah, so I can get some time with Christmas. And then we go blackout Friday. And then I'll probably be there till we'll say the 23rd for December, come back for Christmas. And I'm going to try to hopefully, look, this is what makes us deep, that January 5th is their last election.
Right.
So when I'm like, dog, we're going to be calling people right after Christmas. But if that's what their world looked like.
Yeah.
If that's what it is that they need to touch, we need to hear Happy New Year's. Oh, by the way, you registered and what's your voting plan? That's the end game.
But
and that's
see,
what
my problem with that is, and I'm glad that you brought it up. At this point, how the hell don't you know?
So
at this,
wait a minute, who you think we talking to? Let's go there. So when we're saying
we can't go there, we got other stuff to talk about.
No, but just let's put a point on that. When we saying I'm touching that door, that means I have to intentionally identify that voter has not voted. So I did the event in Brightmoor. What did I say? Why did I do the event in Brightmoor? They said we got $5,000 for you. Where do you think this would be more effective from? I went through the van, looked through who had not voted since 212 a high level of intensity in the city. Brightmoor had like 3,500 residents that had not been touched.
Wow.
Since 212.
Since 2012.
So what is not to say, oh, why you hadn't voted, it's to say I've identified where they're at.
Right.
Let's reach for them.
Wait a minute, I ain't say why you ain't vote.
No, I mean why they're not voting or why they don't have a voting
ladies and gentlemen,
plan.
she just tried to set me up, y'all.
No,
heard that, right?
the question was, didn't say why these people didn't vote.
No, I said why they don't know.
Their voting plan. Okay, thank you.
I think a lot of people fall off of the voting because they don't think it's important. You know, we hear that's the mentality in neighborhoods like the Brightmoors, and all those neighborhoods that have that low income and everything. They don't think their vote matters. So when they last voted, probably is when Obama ran.
There we go.
And so they felt like, yeah, I'm gonna get out and vote this time because it's it's Obama, it's a black man, whatever their reasons were for getting out and do it. And after that, everything else became insignificant to them. So we have to retarget them. We have to find out, we have to engage them to vote from now on, like in every election. So that's what voter education comes in.
Absolutely.
To get these people to continue to vote because Brightmoor needs those resources. But if you're not voting, you ain't thought about.
There you go.
Well,
or like you said, your vote counts.
Your vote counts.
Would I engage in a process? And then I want to say this also, that there are a lot of religions that don't participate in the voting process. So when you look at the voting out at 69,000 outside of my area, there's a quarter of those people that do not participate.
Yeah.
Religiously wise.
Yep.
So that's another facet
another
when we
facet.
look at those numbers. Well, we have to move off the board. Go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was the overextended ride spot, but it was a good one.
Yes.
It is going to be, sadly, the last one for a few weeks. But
I'll still call in to give you your report on GA and our progress.
All right now.
speaking of calling, ladies and gentlemen, 313-355-6018. Please give us a call if you are watching.
Join the conversation.
Yes, please.
We about to get into this Wayne County Board of Canvassers
Yes.
bush.
Oh.
Hey, what was that about, y'all?
What you mean, what was
Talk
it
to
about?
me. What was that about?
If you don't know what it's about, you
I,
don't know
you know,
what's
you know,
going
I
on.
know what it was about,
Yes,
but
let's
you
go
know,
into that.
you know.
I mean, what really can you say? Damn.
Oh, yeah. So start with it. So Monica and William, like everybody in the country know their names now, right?
What pisses me off is, and it's even deeper than them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If this was a whole nother country, and somebody was voted out of an office, and they started calling around to other elected officials, this is going on and that's going on, you know what would have happened? The FBI and the CIA would have wanted to get involved. Why ain't it happened here? The same protocols we put on other people, we don't implement here.
To my in Detroit or Wayne County in
No,
itself?
I'm talking about in America, period.
Oh, okay.
There's no way your president should have been able to call any Wayne County Board of Canvasser to sweeten, hey, how are you doing? I know it was beautiful. YMCA, macho man I am.
Right.
They shouldn't have did that to you. They bullied you. That wasn't beautiful. Why would they do that? How dare those dirty Detroiters? They're corrupt. They do everything wrong. They have a history of being bad and black. Just put a face on it.
Yeah. But I think that has been his rhetoric from, like, you know.
Since
his,
You
that was his
call
consistent- that was his campaign
people.
in 2016.
You called.
yeah.
He
But you know-
called.
Check. You know he probably paid some. No offense, some clergy people, right? And say, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to corner that vote. And let's call it. Let's just be honest about
You
it.
still missing.
He wanted.
He
to,
called.
He thought he had
So
the
he-
Detroit vote. Remember, he came out with all
How?
his rhetoric
What made him think that?
because he had people in his pocket.
Well, I take that back. I take that back.
There
I
were
forgot there was about
spiritual-
10,000, 13,000 people in Detroit that did
It
vote
vote
for
for him.
Donald Trump.
Yes.
But that's what he
Yes.
thought that it was going to. He figured that the poor voting turnout in the past was going to happen for him right now.
He was not expecting
he was
us
not
to turn
expecting
out
us to
at the
turn out.
capacity we did. Yeah.
And so when we turned out, all of a sudden you're cheaters. You can't be true.
But
And
that's my problem
You know.
right there. What you just said. The same canvassers in 2016 had worse of an issue then. They had the damn audacity to pass it then.
yeah.
yeah,
They approved it then, but you didn't approve it now. So wait a minute. Y'all want y'all cake to eat it too
Yeah.
and your president?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like
Yeah.
you're saying, the relevancy if 216 numbers were inaccurate,
right.
and let's just keep it real.
Di-
Once
if
again,
you go
here we
there,
go.
please.
August 2020.
Please.
We were at 72% of inaccuracy of the
Mhm.
poll books
Right.
and the tapes from the tabulators
Yep.
actually being accurate.
Right.
This was the first year in 8 years I did not work the elections,
Mm-hmm.
but as a poll worker, I forgot the little name they give you at the end because I ended up having to transition with somebody. Remember the older part, the last one that paid you the most money? But the point is, you can't leave.
Right.
So all your stuff is balanced out.
Right,
Now, if you're a real responsible person,
Yeah.
you do that. Even if it's like we say, provisional ballot
Provisional ballots.
that is allocated on the side. If someone come in that has visual impaired, that works the machine, that has to be put aside. Now I use those specifically because those type of actual ballots counting can be displaced.
Right.
Because you use a whole nother machine.
Right.
And you use a whole nother ballot for that, right?
Right.
And the provisional gets collected and gets put somewhere else.
Right.
So we saying that we understand there can be another process moved to the side. But the reality is, as we move forward, in August, 72%, no one halted it.
Right.
In November, 71%. Now you want to halt it. Why? Because it's Trump.
It's exactly
motive being pushed so he could win. He didn't think he was gonna win that 140,000 votes at that level. At Biden had at that capacity and level, like you're saying, he was looking the low voter turnout.
Yep.
He was expecting.
Yep.
That's why he kept saying. I kept saying he telling people to come out on election day. That's why I say I want election day. Y'all, everybody going to the AV ballot. Now remember, there's still the election day ballot that gets counted first.
That's right. That's right. And people turned out.
Come on.
People turned out. That's it. It is what it is. The thing of it is, he's not conceding because he don't want to believe he got beat. And the fact that
we can't
he don't
say
want to
that.
respect. He really don't want to respect the fact. And to me, that's a voter suppression mentality.
It is
because you want to say, okay, no, y'all couldn't have came out and vote. No way, fraud. Come on, why? Why is it fraud when we came out to vote and we voted who we wanted in office? So now you're upset. What you lost.
You lost.
Right.
And I believe at the very tension of him feeling like I might have a ability of losing, he started putting the stench in the air of a legal process.
Yep.
He start putting the indications of the criminality of the intent, like you're saying. And this is where I feel that our Secretary of State, Jonathan Bensley, and our governor, Gretchen Whitmore, needs to be applauded because right at 7:43, so 7:43 to 7:53, they both had made a press release of saying, regardless of what the canvassers have said, you're going to certify that vote, and we're going to move forward with these elections.
Right.
I'm not sure if any people saw today, but our state representatives were certified today themselves. So clearly, if we got them swearing in and moving forward, clearly we know the process has been accepted, process, you know what I'm saying, put in position, and so we can start handling the business. Because like you said, you just dropped the term that we got to pay attention to in this transition format, lame duck season.
Yep.
Don't get me started with that. But ladies and gentlemen, you are watching The Quarantine on WJZZ with Dre and Roz and our special guest, Miss Henrietta Ivy. And we are live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. And I just want to do something real quick for all my people out there. Hold on, let me see if I can get it up real quick. This is for everybody that just decided to want to watch the verses last night. This is who I deal with, but we ain't gonna go there. But anyway, Mike Shirky and Lee Chatfield.
Oh yeah, join the conversation, ladies and gentlemen, for that one for sure.
313-355-6018 if you want to call in and get in on this convo. What do you say? You leave to go to Washington D.C. up under the presumption, and I mean I can't speak for them guys. I don't know what the hell they went to do, but the fact of the matter is that you took an invite now. This man ain't invited you in 3.5 years. No, I'm sorry, it's 4 years now. He ain't invited you in 4 years, guys.
Come on, bye.
Come on, guys.
Well, I'm about to move out.
Come on, Mikey and Lee. It's been 4 years. It's 4 years since he said hi. He said your name, but y'all ran up there.
Now, and I see you pushing on he invited him. Didn't he invite Karen?
Did he?
Karen Winsett.
I mean, he invited her when she was about to...
But it was an invitation. So what I'm saying is he has the ability to invite...
But that's my point. But that's my
leadership
point.
When he has a self-interest, that's something he want to move, right?
Exactly. He should have been doing it as president in his 4-year
term.
But
guess what?
Yes.
What did you just call him? Don't disrespect my vote.
Well, that's what he was.
Suppressor.
Don't disrespect my vote.
He was supposed to be.
He never was mine. I never clicked that Chad. That's what they called him back in Florida. If you don't know what a Chad is, that's the little pink. In the old school days, they had the little vote thing. You slide into the thing and you That's a little hole.
Yeah.
But
Chad.
that's showing my little age.
Voter
Y'all wouldn't know what that
education
is. Yeah. But the fact that you went to DC now, ladies and gentlemen, what? You didn't go secure the bag. You didn't go bring us no damn money. You went
On their own self-interest.
to possibly,
Here it is.
and
And
to take my vote away, take your. Well, I don't know who you voted for. I don't know who you voted for,
But
but I'm
to-
gonna assume.
But
to not,
Yeah.
allow this canvassing
Yeah.
vote that just came forth. Yeah. Or to move forward more in his legal process. Because I believe he had 25 actual cases.
Hey, did y'all see Rudy Giuliani dripping yesterday?
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for saying that.
yes.
I have to put input.
Hey.
If my ex is
Oh
watching.
my God!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen that knows my history. So my ex-husband was a hairstylist for over 20 years and was the king of edging, right? And I watched on Channel 4 and they said, is this spray or is this mascara?
Dog.
Now,
oh my
the reality,
God.
tip 101 for all gentlemen. The reality is if you use a spray, you put it on the comb and then you comb through. If you do the mascara, you mascara it on the hair, never on the head. Because like you exhibit, when you sweat, it drips.
I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you
So
what that
I said,
was.
if he talk about this today, I just want to give you insight. They both work, but because it all depends on the capacity.
Giuliani apparently didn't know.
Thank
That
you.
wasn't
What you
none of
don't
that.
do
That was the devil
is-
juice dripping.
What you don't
That wasn't
do
no
is
mascara.
shave.
That wasn't no gel.
devil
That
juice.
wasn't none of that. That was devil juice dripping out of him, man. He
was
was sitting up
leaking.
there.
Devil juice?
You see
He
how
was
hot he
leaking.
was? Everybody else was cool, but he was.
He was leaking.
Woo! It's hot up in here. That was the demon juice coming up out of
No,
him.
because he's not right. Like you said,
Yeah.
25 lawsuits
25.
presented nationally.
Yep.
So you're right. No, that's not spray or mascara. That's some demon juice. I'm agree with that.
I'm sorry, but I
That's what
mean,
it
at the
was.
end of the day, when you're so mad at Gretchen Whitmer, look. When you're so mad at Gretchen Whitmer, who's really not pulling shots right now is the MDHHS. If you know
There
what
we
you're
go.
really talking
Our
about.
health department, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm looking at them. Put it back. I want to look at them.
You own it.
Pay attention to who you're blaming. Everything in Gretchen Whitmer right now.
No.
Because Lee Chatfield and Mike Shirkey, who's VIPing right now, is who decided this. Y'all can take the camera away. Y'all ain't gotta look at my face no more. But I mean, come on now.
Yeah, team,
You
yeah.
got people mad at this woman, and those two men who ain't bringing back the business leaders that support them so much back is up there tenderly twinkling and playing with balls,
Yeah.
worried about votes.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them votes right now.
Yeah. We need to be
I'm
trying
worried
to
about
save.
people that's not working right now,
right.
making sure that they can eat.
That's
Yes.
right.
Christmas time is
right.
coming.
That's right.
Thanksgiving next week, and some people don't even. You should have
Come on.
seen how many people we fed yesterday,
Yes,
passing out
the-
meals at that ACC.
Yes.
Okay.
560 meals went
Wow,
out before
beautiful.
12 o'clock.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Before 12.
Beautiful.
Is
Yeah.
that
Well
beautiful,
done.
or is that just a very big issue?
It's an issue,
Bigger
nevertheless,
issue.
but it's a beautiful thing that you guys got it
I mean,
done.
Yes,
don't get me
yes.
wrong. That's fine. And shout out to the ACC for putting that
Yes,
together,
yes.
and the office of Councilman Roy
Yeah.
McAllister for coming
And we
out there
close out, I'ma
helping.
do a
Yes,
shout
I'm
out
throwing
to
that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
everyone.
But at the end of
But
the
this
day,
It's definitely an issue.
It
did
is,
you
it
see
is.
that line out in Dallas? They was in a line, and the line for food, I believe, was at a football stadium.
Wow.
It was that big.
Yeah.
But you have people from Dallas, or representative from Texas, that's doing this to Donald Trump. That won't
Jiggling.
speak up and say, get the hell out of office,
Jiggling his
Yeah.
balls.
because you are no longer worthy of this seat. You not doing your job.
Let's talk about
On top of, I'm tired of you doggone people that's elected officials. Up there go that spot right there. Hey, y'all see my bald in here right there?
Stay on
That-
topic.
that-
Stay on
That's-
topic, Dre.
That's stress. Hey, look at the stress. Look at the bald head up here. Look at, I'm going bald. Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
my God.
I was waiting for that one. Damn, I looked at the right time. But come on, man.
But let's talk about that. So
They went on vacation I'm not worried about anybody that's making $70,000-$80,000 a year. Turkey Day. Don't get me wrong. This is COVID era. I need you stand your behind in DC figuring this stuff out.
Yes.
You can DoorDash your family some food. Right. I can't do that all the time. You can DoorDash your cousin somewhere some food. Right. I can't do that all the time. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to figure out how you gonna pay people. Because guess what? In the city of Detroit, casinos are closed again.
Yes.
I'm gonna possibly be out here. I need some money. I need money now. I mean, don't get it twisted. Look at that ball area. Yeah, look at that ball area up there. But I need money now.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. If these casinos stay shuttered even longer, people like me and other people will be back on unemployment.
Yeah.
Christmas again is coming.
It's coming.
Don't get me wrong. I know for a fact we're going to be shut down longer than December 3rd or whenever that date is.
Yeah. If we come out this COVID increases, we talking about daily is getting higher.
Yes.
So
it was almost 10,000 today.
Yeah. So we're definitely not going to be shut down for 3 weeks.
Like we think. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is I was freaked out when it was at 1,000. When this thing first hit, I was, oh Jesus Christ. Oh, now it's at 9,000. Y'all think I ain't freaked out?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching The Quarantine on WJZZ Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. And if you please call in at 313-355-6018. Hey, man, where the Mike Sharkey and Lee Chatfield people at? Y'all the ones I want to call in.
The conversation.
Y'all the ones I want to hear from because you support these people.
Yes, and they have representations because these are our state representatives.
Yes.
Now, my problem is this. Those same people, and I know we got to move on to this next topic. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got to get along. Hey, man, y'all some sponsors out there. Y'all big money grippers and drug dealers. And hey. Why not? They people. They vote.
What are we recruiting them for? Thank you. Let's be clear.
Sponsor this show to keep us on here to hear some of these politics that y'all need to hear to change your mind. Because guess what? I see a lot of y'all more worried about jewelry than property. You can't take care of your family without property. You get shot and your jewelry get buried with you. Them kids are still left. So yes, I need you drug dealers to be involved.
Okay.
Yes.
The hell?
Everyone.
I need all y'all to be involved.
We need
so
everyone.
again,
it affects us all.
Yes, it
send
does.
me a check to keep us on here to get you informed. I ain't discriminating.
But, yes. And the reality is, like you're saying, having everybody at the table.
That's right.
All sponsorships.
That's right.
And people having the ability to have economic stimulations in our community.
And a voice.
Yes, and a voice.
Donald Trump deal with drug dealers every day. Why y'all frown up at me?
But when you're saying, like, when we look at what's going on now, you said unemployment rate has doubled. We realize Thanksgiving is next week. Christmas is coming. And even with the Christmas season, a lot of jobs do make transition anyway for the season, right? So within that, the stores or the restaurants are closing unless you're getting carry out.
Think about this. How you going to do a Black Friday at Walmart?
If nobody have no money.
And if you know,
not even just that.
No, he right. Because think about it. I went online to put a layaway in. You cannot put a layaway in online. So you actually have to go in the store in Walmart to do the layaway. And I said, now how that work? And we're COVID-19.
Right.
So you're absolutely right that we're talking about a transition, but we don't have political leaders in position discussing matters that really can literally decrease the numbers. And I know don't want me to go here, but I had to
make it quick because we got to go to this next subject.
I had to report out. I'm gonna say it real quick.
Oh shit!
And I know he don't want to hear it, but I'm gonna slide to Ivy so she can see it. So in Ogburn World over in my district 48228. They have reported 1,318 cases in my area. So
let's see 48219.
Yes.
What is their cases?
219, 1,255.
Wow.
And so what we're saying is.
What I'm saying is, if I look at this map right now, District 2 is lit.
And it's as updated as of today. So what we're saying is that we know this is serious. For those that still feel like this not real,
right.
We all say we mask up, right? We came in here, we have our masks, we sanitize. But the reality is there are leaders that are not intentional of giving us PPEs. They're not leaders of literally going to the government and saying, when are you going to give us additional dollars for care, for the stimulus?
They
because
want
that should be the conversation.
hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, that should be the conversation right now.
Exactly.
Or
I agree.
when do we know or can be ensured when the FDA will approve this batch of
Hey, somebody send me some
Exactly.
money so I can go up there and lobby for masks for children. For some reason, nobody makes masks for kids. And I'm sorry. You can't
need to
keep
work
these
on that.
children protected thinking they got some fat person's mask on their doggone face.
It's not even
and
protecting
it's
them.
falling
so
off
open.
all day
Yeah.
long, but you want to close. Come on. Damn. Anyway. Ugh.
So, as an organizer, ladies and gentlemen, that he is hearing this and you are ready to tune in and actually do something, it is a season to give. I always say the reason for the season. And so, throw your email out there. And if you wanted to contribute, email And if they want to do contributions towards any children mask or anything.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a venture of mine I've been doing since this thing dropped here. If you please want to donate masks to children,
There we go.
you can contact me at voteotis@gmail.com, voteotis@gmail.com. I spelled it all out for you.
There we go.
Everything is spelled
believe
out for you.
You have not because you ask not. So
That's
many
right.
people in this season right now specifically
Yeah.
want to do more, right?
Right.
But they don't know how. So you have somebody's auntie, grandma, like, what I'm going to be able to do? They're about to shut me down for the next 3 weeks. Bye. Check in with Get these kids some masks.
Masks for kids.
That's
Before
it.
we get off of here, this is gonna take us a whole nother direction.
Yes. Next subject.
Old guard versus progressive Democrats. As we've seen since Joe Biden has been in office, we've had so many doggone butt heads up against the wall. It's not funny. Don't get me wrong. I respect Mr. Clyburn down there from South Carolina and a few others, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to meet the new people, the millennials, the few years older, what's those Gen Xers?
Generation X.
Generation Xers, the millennials, the Gen Zers that's coming along, that's trying to be a part of this process, you don't respect democracy, period. It's not about what people that's 80 and 70 years old in leadership feel like it's not going to move us forward. Guess what? There's another whole few generations that's next to you right now that's looking you in the eye. Let's talk. It's not about your dominance anymore. Your dominance didn't get us where we should be. So let's figure out how we can meet in the middle and have some conversations. Some reason there's a generation that just refuses to do that. Why? Why can we not sit down and bump ideologies and figure out what's going to be the best for us in the middle to move us forward?
Okay.
Me personally, I'm going to figure out and what I do with this Millennial Roundtable. Please, y'all, check that out. Again, you can hit me up in that email y'all have already given.
When is the next Millennium Roundtable?
December 10th, we're going to have a mixed one that's going to be a community roundtable, mental health roundtable, and a millennial roundtable
Oh, yeah. Y'all need to
at the
tune
same
in.
time.
It was good last night. It was really good.
Awesome.
It was a great table.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. So you got to tune in.
We're going to
Update
start
on that.
putting together a policy roundtable and a millennial roundtable because
Okay.
policy is where it's at.
That's it. That's it.
If we're not talking about policy, we're not talking about agenda, we're not talking about a damn thing.
That's
Don't
right.
talk to me.
That's right.
I don't want to hear about your BS rhetoric and you waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning pissed off about what's not happening in
Yeah, I think
Detroit,
those-
what you
those
get in
rants.
Detroit and all that. I don't want to hear about your rants. Let's talk about how we can get behind closed doors and talk.
There
We
go.
can argue and screw over each other and talk shit about each other behind closed doors. But you're not about to do that to me
Come on.
in public.
That's right.
You're not about to do that to me on Facebook because Eyondra Otis leaves and Dre shows up.
All right now.
Lil Dre ain't the one.
Okay. Sometimes you got to bring them out. Get
So-
that point across.
But why? Why?
Because-
In an era where I want to be different, where I want to change, I get putting that on certain people. But anybody of an older age with certain power and things, and thank God I don't have to deal with that in my personal life because the person that I'm up under mentorship from, I don't have them issues.
Come on. Good
But
leadership. Good leadership.
for-
That's right. Good leadership.
Yeah.
The
And I
ones
think
that
that's where you need to stay at, though. So, the good leadership, that's what we seeking. And we need to look at that peer and examples, right?
That's right.
And I want to say like, you know, we can't let the bad apple spoil the whole bag.
But it's a lot of bad apples.
It is. And when you find a bag, I'm going to say this, Henrietta, you go, you know, I'm going to say we go to the, get off the head. You go to somebody give you a pantry bag. You might have a couple of rotten apples. But you know that bag looks good. Come on, you throw them away and you keep the rest.
That's it. That's it.
And I think that's where you're going, that you have good leadership representative. We just need to seek more and inquire more. And then, like she said, call out the ones that's being toxic.
That's it.
But you know what? Even with that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, with the Democratic Party itself, and me and another radio host was talking about this tonight. The Democratic Party got to get a little stronger in being vocal about issues. Because this passive attitude that they have toward issues affecting black folks.
No, I don't want to cut you off, but I'm going to pause you right there. Guess what? How about you have sectors in the Democratic Party that's supposed to represent black people? You have a Michigan Democratic Party Black Caucus.
Right.
You have black caucuses all across America.
Yeah.
So, where are you with policy?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's define or break down caucuses. For those that are not politically engaged, don't know what a caucus is, right?
Social club.
Basically.
I'm sorry.
Like
hot mic.
What you just said. When you look at the caucuses, ladies and gentlemen, it's a variations of black caucuses. We have the Latino caucuses. I'm part of the environmental caucus. What's the name of some more caucus? We got the Arab caucus.
I think there's a cannabis caucus.
Not
saying that I know before y'all get the cut.
The women.
I knew it. If they have women caucus, you have the LGBT.
There you go. And so what we want to say is, like you should saying that there are actual groups that are supposed to progressively move issues for the party's behalf, that is specifically and intentionally trying to make differences.
That's right.
So even though when we get these individuals in office, there's a line, and sometimes these people that are part of the caucus aren't political. Right. Like more so, they're just like community, leaders and things like that. They care about these issues. Right. But what I wanted O to elaborate on, that people don't know these intentional social groups that actually do fundraising, that actually have the capacity to support you to get this agenda and this policy moved.
But see, again, my thing is this, homie, and I sound like T.I. out here, just to be playing around. If you support, you shouldn't have had to worry about Ice Cube coming up with anything if we was on one page. And this is my problem.
Yeah.
What's Lil Wayne?
Well, I said Ice Cube because I wasn't going to go there with Lil Wayne. He don't even.
But everybody tried to tap in and give their power toward a peace toward.
But that's not what. That wasn't power. What Lil Wayne was trying to do.
I retracted that power.
That wasn't.
Lil Wayne just wanted to just show up.
Exactly. He just wanted to have his little funny face out there.
He wanted to feel relevant again.
And what's that other guy? It was some little light skinned cat out there
with all the tattoos
little
on his
drip
face
or something like that. Little dum. I forget what the hell he called him.
Was it 69 or something?
No, not
it
him.
It was another guy that was supporting Trump. He had a lot of tattoos on his face.
That's what I'm talking about. Him.
Yeah.
He was out there talking about some. If Donald Trump lose, I'm going to Canada. Nigga, bye. I don't even know who you are anyway.
Right.
I make sure my son don't know who you are.
Facebook chimed in. They was like, "See ya. We'll help you pack." So he said something that really didn't even make sense. So people just was wanting to be seen. Absolutely. That's all that was.
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
He caught the little Donald Trump out there with his macho man. I've been wanting to do that all day long. Yeah, I got to be. Anyway, he called him Lil Pimp when he came here. But I mean, at the end of the day. You ain't know that? You call him Lil Pimp. I still can't believe that this man came to Erie, Pennsylvania and told them people in their face, I would not be here if it was not for the virus. I wouldn't be here with you. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Where you been at?
Let me tell you, I have to shut down sometimes.
You should have. Well, you know what? You should have stayed on that Millennial Roundtable last night because we started talking about that. I know, but we started talking about unplugging. I can't unplug because this is my thing now. I'm sorry. It's like I'm so.
When I got off the call, you guys were getting into the how do you deal with it. I'm man. But yeah.
I can't unplug.
I have to because it's too much.
I go to Amazon and look up and search Donald Trump now to see what new documentaries that came out. Like I'm so no, I can't.
Let it consume.
You can't.
It's not consuming me. It's just entertainment.
I get it.
I don't watch wrestling anymore.
He didn't transition.
He changed it.
Football sucks without a crowd. I can't go out there and actually play myself.
Right.
And I ain't leaving my house. So what you mean don't let it consume me? I ain't going nowhere. I'm not about to get sick for none of y'all.
Indoor activity.
None of y'all.
Indoor activity.
No, just like Henrietta said, so we're zooming our life away and looking up articles.
That's all we're doing. Is zooming our life away.
CNN.
Everything is Zoom. And CNN.
MSNBC, all of that. I was in it so deep that when I woke up in the morning, I was tired. I was mentally stressed out.
Yes.
And I was like, this is not healthy for me. Because I was waking up like I was in the middle of the night doing this to my phone, like checking.
Yeah, and you could.
It was
you have to
consuming
learn to shut that down.
So because nothing else was really getting
you wouldn't
through.
know what you needed to be an athlete when you was younger. Because for me,
I was an athlete.
This is so you don't know about scouting your opponent, reading a playbook.
I did.
This is all I'm doing.
That was the reason.
This is the concept for me. I'm like, let me see. What
that was the reason
next.
for me, staying chimed in was to figure out the playbook. But even in doing that, it consumes you.
It's too much. Yeah.
It becomes to the point where you just. Like when you and I had that conversation, it was like I cried when I heard about the board of campuses. I cried like, wait a minute.
She literally cried, ladies and gentlemen, and I was so upset that she was so
like, why are
emotional.
you crying?
I was appalled because maybe I felt like I was wrong for not crying. Like,
no, it was.
What am I doing wrong? Like, maybe I should be crying.
It was anger and it was frustration because we, you, me, Roz. A lot of us organizers and leaders in the community got people out to vote. And to have someone come and try to overturn it.
No, I get it. I get it.
It was like, wait a minute, hold up. Before I saw your text, I was on the couch, I was listening to jazz, and I'm like, I was feeling good, and then I seen your text, I'm like, what the? No. I was like, oh, hell no.
You can cuss.
These just got it.
Just cuss one time.
So I literally had to unplug and become unplugged from it because it's like, you know what? I got to regroup my mindset because I'm going to say some things out of anger that may upset a whole lot of folks.
But
and I'm trying to keep it
what
copacetic.
pisses me off is the fact that we can't say what we want to say without pissing off folks. When you've already said you felt suppressed, how the fuck? Oh, how does a rich person in Wayne County, from Grosse Pointe, feel they were suppressed by anything? If anything, you got VIP walked into the voters booth.
Exactly.
Hey, who are you voting for today? Let's go up here. This one is for you.
Right.
We have a wine here, and we have candles, incense, whatever you need to go in there to make your decision.
Christian, make you feel comfortable.
Come on now.
Alive.
Not saying 5 minute mark. Hey, I didn't know we only had 5 minutes with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this show tonight because we got it in.
Yes, we did.
I'm going to miss Miss Rosin, but this is an open invitation to Miss Ivy while she's in her handling business.
There we go.
Sit in for my sister, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And then I'll always on the Friday nights to call in and give y'all updates.
Please.
Okay.
And the calendars that we have and the impacts and the updates. Keep everybody updated with that because I think that's the main thing to at least keep the process going.
See, I'm just
and educated of how we
I agree.
can help. Contribute towards democracy.
That's right.
That's right. And that's one of my biggest things. Like, damn, man, Detroit came out and saved Michigan.
Come on, yes, that's it.
Period.
That's what we're saying.
The fact that
they were trying it.
Philly came out, Pittsburgh came out.
Florida came out.
Florida did not come out.
Did he win Florida?
No!
Oh, my bad.
Like
But wait a minute.
she been so unplugged. She went home and said, "I'm turning off my TV election night."
I could have swore he said Florida.
Look,
No.
It was Arizona. It was Arizona.
Arizona,
That's
we got.
the one.
Yeah,
I'm back.
that's all it took.
But it was a neck and neck. It was looking, real tricky with Florida.
It was.
But like we saying, coming back to that mindset of knowing the work that still was done.
Right,
Yeah.
And like you saying, coming to the forefront of when we say my voice don't count. No, every voice counts.
That's what frustrated me.
Yeah.
It was like, you will not come up in here and tell us our vote don't matter. Oh no, hell you won't.
But see, what scares me about this is the fact that you have so many people, and I said it to you, that already don't believe in voting, that went out and voted.
That's it, right there.
Yep.
That now we're going to be like,
wait a minute.
I told y'all
you.
bastards
Yep,
that
my
my
vote
don't
didn't count.
And
had that went through,
Yes.
that's what will happen.
And that's what we have to continually, like you say, call out the chat field for the trying to disseminate this process that we know our governor and secretary of state said it was done at the best way capacity in history.
That's right.
To get out, vote, because we're going to move to the highest level of authority to make sure it's done.
Right.
Out of all them 25 doggone lawsuits, all of them were thrown out, right?
Yep.
Right. Because Biden won.
Biden won.
Period.
Period.
But see, not even just that.
Period.
Period.
Like, why are we still fighting this?
Because they're still babying a man that should not have. Once it was called, he should have been cut. The cameras and the lights should have came off of Trump. There should not even been anything else moving forward on his behalf. Period. Because that recount just goes to show that in Georgia, Biden won. It was like, why are we recounting when we know we counted honestly?
But now
Why are
you're
we
going
feeding
after
it to him?
Pennsylvania.
We're feeding it. The media's feeding into this man's ego.
That's
This is
it.
why it's still burning, because
That's
they're
it.
feeding his ego. When they cut the cameras, cut off the lights, close the doors,
Yes.
pull the curtains, be done.
Drama over.
Drama over. He should not get any more TV time,
Yes.
radio time,
Yes.
newspaper time. He shouldn't get anything else unless it's dealing with the country and serving the people. If we're
Absolutely.
not giving that information, I don't care about you on a golf course. I don't care about your rants and your raves. I don't care about your Trump publicans. Fuck.
What you covering your mouth for now? You got all three letters out.
Screw them, because you know what? Because it takes me there. I'm sick and tired
yes,
of the politicians, Democrats and Republicans, feeding this man baby food every time he whines. Let him whine. Cut the camera off. Don't show him. If you're not doing United States business, I'm sorry, Trump, we can't deal with you. We're not going to give you any more showtime at Apollo or any more Prentice. You're not getting that anymore. No. I think that's where it has to stop at.
You got a few seconds. Get you some words. I'm about to play this music in this background because I like this song, so don't mind me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are so thankful that you tuned into the quarantine this Friday night. You could have been anywhere else, but you tuned in with us. And so I'm going to check in with your report with Otis and Henrietta next week. Bring you the report in for GA. Mask up. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And let's keep 45 out your mouth and let's start talking Biden.
That's right.
She said keep 45 out your mouth. Damn. Keep them out your mouth.
I love it.
Keep them out your mouth. Lee Chatfield. Mike Shirky. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Quarantine on WJZZ Cool TV. We thank you for coming again. Hey, we'll be back next